My apologies, peeps. I had a struggle with, hopefully nobody even watches this one on the rerun. We're gonna have a live chat, but my guest is running late. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna wait till somebody shows up and then we'll start talking. I've got I'm getting warnings all the time from YouTube now about how to protect my security. And they just sent me some shit about protecting myself. My hair is wet. I just got out of the shower. Um, Monty and I just came in from running around outside. Monty was visiting with some friends, and we are going to have a party night tonight on a Friday. Sorry, I messed up the stream. I actually set this stream up a couple of hours ago, and Midwest Night Watcher said that he just got a half hour notice. So I don't know what happened. I don't know why YouTube is not sending out notices. It's so annoying. But again, hi, I see some of you guys are here. Thank you for hitting the like button as always. And thanks for showing up. We're having a guest tonight who will be should be here momentarily. He's running a little bit late, and I think I already sort of blew it, and you know who it is. But I don't want the weirdos at Scientology to know just yet what we're up to. So if you guys want to hang out with me for about 5 minutes until he gets here, we can do that. I thought I would talk a little bit about Dream Exchange or whatever you guys want to talk about. Um, Hi, moderator, whoever's here. You're wonderful. Thank you for doing all the right shit. Turning on subscribers only. I love it. I love it. Finally, I'm public. I love my members dearly, but I miss you guys, the public too. I miss the bigger crowds. Hi, are you Jellen? How are you, my darling? Can you believe I'm live? Public? It's shocking. We're going to have a friend who is actually going to be on with me, and we're going to do something a little bit different tonight. And I thought that while we wait for him, he's a few minutes away from his destination now. No, you're not shocked? Oh, did you get a notice? Are you shocked that I messed up the other link and ended up having to start a new one? I accidentally I had it on members because I did not want some people to know that we were going live yet, because it's a surprise, and you'll know why in just a couple of minutes. Hi, Annabelle. How are you? Annabelle, sweet Annabelle. Yeah, I know. There was a members notice because so I thought I was being clever, okay? And really, I should not try that anymore. Um, I thought this way, um, the weirdos at Scientology would think that I was just doing my regular members, blah, 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 which I am right now. Just everybody gets to hear it, unfortunately. But our guest is coming, and it's a surprise where he's going to be and what he's going to be doing. So I'm very excited. Tomorrow, oh, you guys, you'll be so happy to know that there's a Dianetics seminar at the Chicago Org this weekend, like there is every weekend. If you waste your time by going to the Chicago Org website for Scientology, you will find that they do the same thing every day. There are no events on the selfless. Hey, brother. Hey, you auditing brother. We're going to be doing that ourselves in a couple of minutes. So hang in there with me for a minute. You are coming on to tell a story. Not this coming week, maybe in a couple weeks. What do you think? Selfless self. Myself. Froze. Why did we freeze? Oh, because someone called. I have do not disturb on. Hey, protest bro. Hey, brah. Hi, Elron. Liar. I hope you got to talk to Kate. Did you? I can't remember. I think you missed my interview with her. Didn't you? Maybe not. Anyway, Kate has a message for you from me. That's not fit for public. Hey, you guys, thank you for coming. Hi, Susan P. So, yeah, in a couple of weeks on Wednesday at 7 p.m., I'll put you in the calendar since I have you on the spot. That's how I do my friends like that. How do you like that? Do my protest brothers. I will never forget the day with March 3rd of 2023 with Selfless Self. I'll never forget that weekend with Kate and Selfless, you guys, and Dodge. Like friends I will have for the rest of my life because you guys, we all had our each other's backs and it was really important. It was an amazing and in some ways wonderful experience. So I'm honored that you showed up tonight. Thank you. And so I'm waiting for my guest who is on his way. Um, as I was saying, there's a Dianetics seminar at the Chicago org, as there is every weekend, because they're they have an events calendar at the org here, and it is exactly the same every day and every week from week to week. So don't bother looking at it. It's got for the original course, the how to work better course. And then they have every weekend they have a Dianetic seminar for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. The course starts at 1:30 and 7 o'clock. They have two courses every day that no one ever goes to. Like literally, there's no one there. Um, and yeah, I heard there were a lot of kids several days ago at the org, which has really got me hot. So I'm going to, I won't say when, but at some time tomorrow, I'm going to go crash their Dianetics course. They'll be so happy to see me. I'll say, hey guys, I'm back. They hate it when I show up. No, they love me. You know that. They are loving on me. Hi, Zenu. How are you? Did you? Good. Oh, good. I'm so glad. I know, right? You guys have a little squirrel family going on over there. We don't really have that here. It's not that no one likes each other, we do, but there aren't very many people. Well, it is kind of like St. Louis that way. We don't have a lot of people, so it ends up being really one guy at a time, right? Um, Let me check and see what's happening with our guest. I just want to make sure it wasn't him that called. Hang on, I'll freeze for a second, but I'll be right back. I'm going to find him. Where are you? Where are you when I need you? Well, maybe we'll talk about hi Midwest. Thank you. Oh, it was you? Were you calling me? Okay. Well, I'm glad you found it. Thank you for finding me. Midwest was actually, as he always is, being the amazing member, is always waiting when I come on. You guys, it's a really weird feeling, and only other creators can understand how strange it is to come on to a stream and have nobody there. And you know you have to talk because people will be watching it on the rerun. So you have to talk like there are people listening. So it's like, hi, everybody. And there's no one there. And you're like, I hope you're all having a great day. And it's like, someone please show up. This is very awkward. Yeah, you guys, we have a small squad too. It's getting bigger all the time, which is great. But as a matter of fact, it's so great. I don't have to be there every day anymore, and it's an amazing and wonderful thing. to not have to be there all the time for me. And these people are all much younger than I am, so they're made for it, you know? They have the physical. If you're like me and you live alone and you're used to talking to yourself, it's no problem. Yeah, selfless self. I talk to the dog. So if I can talk to the dog, I can talk to an empty screen. Yeah, I've become kind of, used to it, really used to it. I do a member stream every morning, which is a dog walk, and we talk about Scientology issues, like whatever's on anyone's mind. Sometimes people are upset about some things, like some of the things that have been going on recently in the streamers community, I guess. Um, and the funny thing is, there are so few people in that walk. It's like a really intimate, wonderful thing. We all go on a dog walk every morning and start our day that way, and I love it. But the, it was funny because I have learned that we need to hold space for each other's feelings. I'm an old dog and I'm learning new tricks. So yeah, I yap it to my pet a lot. Um, and so I've learned we need to hold space for each other's feelings, which means people get to talk freely about what's going on in their minds. And it is a real learning experience for me. And all of the, like, if there's any kerfuffles going on in the creator community, I hear about it from my members. And but we do it every day, and I often am starting the day talking to myself and the camera and walking around the neighborhood like that, which looks really bizarre. And but it's fun. I have fun. I like it. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Fluffer Squirrel. So nice of you guys to show up for when you don't even know anything's happening. But happy Friday, everybody. We're going to have some fun very soon. As soon as well, I'm having fun now, but um, as soon as my guest gets here, we're going to be half auditing and half yapping. I am going to talk about dream exchange. So, selfless, it would be awesome if you would listen to a little bit of this. I don't know if you've been hearing, and you guys from St. Louis too. I don't know if you've been hearing about this project I'm working on. It's called Dream Exchange, and what it is, yeah, Amy, you say that, but you will see that whenever they're talking about drama, there are a lot of people showing up to listen. So one must wonder, right, who these people are that love drama so much. Thank you, Are You Jellin? My special private moments of speaking to myself and dragging my dog around the block. It's usually like an hour, anywhere between what, a half hour and an hour and a half, the walk. Um, but you're free to come and go. Hi, Lisa Love. How are you, my darling? Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, just sit back, relax. There's nothing to see yet, so you can just listen for now. Give yourself a break. I've had a lot of people that are from my channel, viewers, that are helping me do research with a project. It's a company called Dream Exchange LLC. They call themselves a Chicago company, and now they are finally registered in Illinois as a corporation here, which means nothing. It just means they're registered and they file an annual report here, which is a postcard, right? It just talks about if there have been any changes. No, no, no. And then, hi, Debbie P. Hi, Juanita. Hi, darling. Are you at the org by any chance? Because you're gonna have company shortly. Um, so the Stream Exchange is trying to get some legislation passed that's called the Main Street Market Growth Act is what it's called, and it is about. No, no, no. Wait a second. I am listening. Drama is dramatic. People like daytime TV contact. Find my channel engagement is directly connected to my level of personal danger. Interesting. Interesting. So we are just talking about the Dream Exchange, and they're trying to pass legislation that would allow them to open um, a, a, a venture or stock exchange. Okay, it's the same thing essentially, right? It's IPOs, companies that not have not had IPOs yet, so they have not released any stock to the public for sale, and so what they're looking for is venture capital, and these companies would be able to get on this exchange. They can have less market capital than, say, companies that are traded on the NASDAQ, which means they are more risky companies, and therefore could have the potential to, and do have the potential to, collapse and steal everyone's, retirement funds, kids' college funds. The idea is that smaller people with smaller amounts of money get together, make bigger amounts of money, invest, and then there's very little SEC oversight. Okay, that's just the very simplest way of saying it. So this company is a Scientology company. The company is owned and operated by Scientologists. Everyone is in the company is forced to take Scientology courses. They are managed the way Scientologists manage things, which means cursing, screaming, throwing. Oh, look who's here. Our guest is here. Yay. Hi,
What's up, guys?
Phil.
How you guys doing? Almost,
Is
almost there. A little
Well,
bit
I
of a walk.
didn't want to say where you were explicitly because I
Per-
didn't want to ruin the surprise
Yep.
for you.
The only reason that I just went on is because I just saw um that some of our other peeps are already there. So
Well,
we'll see.
Selfless Self is on the chat, my buddy from the opening. So do you know Selfless?
I do.
And
I'm familiar. I didn't meet Selfless Self, but
you will, he'll be back.
yes, I hope I do. I hope I meet a lot of the people that you hung out with back then.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to see him again. And then also Elron Liar is on, and Bottoms Up, and Lisa Love, and Fluffer Squirrel, and Xenu from St. Louis. They're all on here. So they're here to support you, darling. This is your
Thank you. I
chance to.
appreciate that, you guys. Here, I'm just checking to make sure everything's working. Can you hear me well?
Very well.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna put away my headphones. That's awesome. That works out good.
Chicago is calling you, Selfless. We're calling you. Come back. We got hugs for you.
I miss being out. I don't think that you and I have been out together in quite a few weeks, right?
It's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks. It feels too long.
It has been. I'm going out tomorrow. I'm not going to say when, but I'm going to crash the
Right.
Dianetics seminar tomorrow.
So that's awesome, by the way. And I'll talk to you after the chat about me potentially, if I'm walking, then I might meet you out here just to find. Because if no one else is going to be out here, I really don't want you to be alone. And it gives me a purpose of going, because Shabbat is, I don't do things, but if you're going to be out, then I'm going to see if it, I'll see how my leg is doing and if it's doing okay, because it feels pretty good now. It feels pretty good. Like, not
Well,
too bad.
don't do too much. A lot of times you think it feels better and then you do too much and you're limping again tomorrow. So take it
Right.
easy.
Yeah,
Take it
you're right.
easy. You
I
were
know.
yelling at me about my knee
I was about to
relentlessly.
say, I give you so much shit and then I don't even listen to myself.
Yeah. Selfless
Yeah.
is like you. He would not leave me alone with the police because you could not trust them. And the police are like, we're protecting her. And he's like, I don't care. I'm protecting her. And the police are
Yes,
like, no, we're protecting her.
I feel very protective over you, Shannon.
I know. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm
I
perfectly
know.
able to
I
protect
know that you do.
myself under most circumstances. So, but I do appreciate the sentiment very much.
Yes. I see Amy. I'm just starting to look at some of the comments. What's up, Amy?
Yep, there's
Oh my gosh,
Amy,
it looks like, wait, hold on. It looks like we might
Francisca,
snag them wide
Juanita,
open.
Juanita. Oh, good. We did it again.
Like, see, there's people that were taking pictures there, but no, they're wide out and open. Look at this.
Go
I
get
got
them.
them.
See, this is our bait
Got
and
them.
switch plan, you guys. We're baiting and switching. I'm here just
Running.
talking
No.
about trade exchange.
Look at this immediately.
Go get him, Israel. Get him
I'm
and
getting
shut
the
the door.
windows.
Hurry up.
Hello, sir. You don't have to shut. I don't pose any danger to you. I start here
Baby
because this is
net.
usually where they start. So let's see what's going on. Okay, they all of a sudden officially have a meeting. They sprint it over. Here she comes.
Yep.
Let's see. So, phone tech.
Yep.
Hi.
Oh,
Hello.
it's not the usual lady that's shutting the
No, it's not
intake.
actually. You're right. But look at this. They're both doing it. It's like, let's do this as fast as we can. She couldn't
Wave
do
at
it.
them.
She had the wrong one.
Tell them let the kids out.
Let the kids out. Let the kids out. Scientology is a cult. Hang on, I'm going to get a good setup here. I actually did not bring my little cart, which, usually I have. I left all my medic stuff back, but it made it easier.
I bet.
Well, here, I'll put it on my face for like a second because now I'm stopped. But so, how you been, Shannon?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm very good.
What I'm going to do is, I think I am going to wear my headphones just because I can hear you better, and you guys will tell me at least if it's still good. Yeah, see, now I can hear you. So, let's see, Selfless, I'm sorry about to hear about your car. What happened to Selfless car?
What happened to your car, selfless? We need the T on this.
So the key, it better not have been Scientology.
Who
It's
else would it
crazy.
be?
It's crazy. I can't stand this BS. It's like, it's horrible. But you know what happens to these people come from Wisconsin? I know this car, and they already have 2 tickets. Xenu forbid them leaving outside to pay the meter while they're inside. It
Hey,
took off the thing. Yeah, what's up?
um, Midwest Night Watcher sent me a video of the most amazing way to make stencils that they cannot remove. And guess
Okay.
what it is?
What is it?
You cut a stencil, which Trashy can do. Trash can cut the stencil out. He does all that. And then we put it on the sidewalk and we use a little bleach and a brush and scrub the sidewalk. So the stencil is the clean concrete. And then
Oh, they
they
can't say
can't
anything
fix
about
it.
that. That's
Yeah.
awesome. We got to do that.
I'm doing that tomorrow.
Oh my God, her car was stolen. That's what it says. Oh
Oh
man,
no. In
that's
Austin?
horrible. That's crazy. Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh no. Do you
Or he
have a
said, I'm sorry.
rental? Do you have a rental, selfless?
There's my bad car. My car was stolen in Austin yesterday. All basketball fake out moves to use on the org. Oh, I know. As somebody who's 100% a basketball fan, I know exactly. I get it. I don't know if everybody else does.
Yeah,
What's
the
D? What's DE? What does that mean? It says looking
Dream
forward to any.
Exchange.
Oh, drink. See now, I'm happy this got brought up. I am so happy I'm finally on with Shannon again because I wanted to make a solid point. Now, any of you that have listened to me recently, you'll know that I constantly bring it up. But if you want to have that information, hello, sir. How are you? Hold on, I got this. Hello, sir. How are you today?
Get his
You doing it?
face.
I understand, but unfortunately, you're in a public area, and it's you can't have any expectation of privacy in public. So I understand, I do understand, but it is what it is. I
You
don't
are
want
at the
Scientology to be
child
here.
abusing cult, dude.
You know what goes on in here? All the abuse, child abuse, elder abuse, the trafficking. There's just so much stuff that goes on in here. I'm just like, I think it's dangerous for him to look at me. But this is the
Yes,
door. He's gonna have to say hello.
I can't tell if he's a member of Islam or not. I can't tell.
I was gonna ask you after to tell me what
Ask
exactly what.
him. You can ask him.
Um, sir, can I ask you a question? Hey, I put the camera to the side for a second. I just want to know: are you a member of the Church of Scientology by itself, or are you also a member of another religious organization or church? Just the Church of Scientology. That's what he said. He did answer me. Thank you, sir. He said just the Church of Scientology. I implore you. Hey, what's up, brother? I let you. I will let you know that I think you should do as much research as you can on your own regarding the Church of Scientology. I think you'll be surprised. You might learn things that you never knew before. And there's a lot of people outside of the Church of Scientology that care about the members and everything. I know you don't like the camera, but unfortunately, we have to save the children. We don't have a choice. I can't let the children go. I can't just let it happen. It can't be
He
on my
can.
watch in my
Apparently, he
city.
can.
Yeah, clearly,
Apparently,
clearly.
he's A-OK with that.
How do you sleep at night knowing all that information? Is it difficult to fall asleep?
Ask him if he watches the internet.
Do you go on the internet by yourself ever, where you're not being observed? Have you ever been on the internet independently? We're getting some real what's the tech called where they know how to it's like phone tech, which is another word. Hi, ma'am. How are you? Phone tech.
Why are you
Phone tech.
running?
So crazy.
Boy, she's booking it.
She's literally booking it. Somebody mentioned that there was a couple other people that started running by the blue building the other day, like running, as if like they were going to get, they were going to blow up because of Xenu or I don't know. It's just crazy. Hello.
So selfless self, I
Yeah,
understand it was your own car, but did you get a loaner while you're waiting for your car to be found or paid for by
that
insurance?
that's a phenomenal. That's like, mm,
Well, let us know what we can do to help you.
yes, it's absolutely. If there's anything we could do, anything. I see Juanita's here too. It's cool. Midwest Night Watchers here also. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, Southwest definitely let us know, please. Oh, Juanita, you're going to be there tomorrow. Can you, Juanita, just coordinate it with reach out to the people that you have. I just don't want you to come by yourself. So for sure Sunday I'll be there for you, but tomorrow it might be good that you're there, and then you and Shannon can be at least for sure together. Later, Shannon will tell me her schedule because I don't know exactly, but
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm doing. But it's
yeah.
believe me, you won't be there when I'm there,
Oh, really?
if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I think. Yeah.
Juanita, Juanita, can you send me a email to I'm sorry, I feel like I have to yell, and I hope it's not doesn't sound like screaming to you guys.
It doesn't.
Um,
By the way, I'm probably sounding screaming as usual.
Juanita, can you please send me an email to Chicago Scientology Audit at proton.me tonight so we can coordinate for tomorrow?
Yeah, please do that, Juanita. By the way, guys, I see somebody was asking. He's not. The door for him is open. I don't know why. He's literally been standing in the same spot in the same position, just like
He's
frozen in place.
he's hiding his face.
Right, but it's like I gave him total room. What I did before, I was standing in the way where I didn't want anybody to claim that I wasn't giving him room or I was blocking their entrance. So when the cops came, when I was with Solomon, the one thing the cop said to them is that as long as we're but at least behind the bricks that are, so if you look, there's the curb and then there's two big slabs and there's like, the dividers in the concrete. If we're by the concrete, we're basically like, for example, right here. So like the concrete starts here and then it's like this. So that's the first slab of concrete. They said if we're past here and like this, they can't claim anything. I asked the cop because they were claiming that we were stopping people from going inside, which
They
wasn't true.
can't claim you have every right to be anywhere you want on that fucking sidewalk.
You know what the cop said to Solomon, which is literally the reason I started streaming. You know what the cop said to Solomon? He said, "Okay, but people will have a right to turn around and punch you in the face if they feel threatened." Can you imagine? That's what
Yeah,
he tells
right.
it.
You can just punch people in the face, and it's not
Exactly.
assault or anything like that.
And like you're
Definitely not a
looking at
crime.
Solomon, you're looking at Solomon saying this. I mean, just think about that. Like you're actually, the cop is looking at Solomon, and that's what he's doing. I am super interested. This guy's, I don't know. It's almost like it's not his shift yet. He keeps looking at his phone to see exact. Is there a rule, guys, that he's not allowed to walk in?
I don't know. Ask him if he's banned.
Sir, what are you waiting for? Can I help you? Are they not opening the door for you? The door's open, he said. He's actually being cordial. I'll tell you that, guys. He definitely is being cordial. I wish I had Shannon here to really.
Tell him the secret
Yeah.
password is Xenu. Xenu.
Xenu.
Say
Xenu, sir.
Xenu.
Xenu. You have to tell them the password to get in. Xenu.
Xenu,
Yeah,
the
what?
evil galactic overlord.
They believe he's evil too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe he's standing there like this. This is crazy. This is just nonsense. Like,
Don't forget when you tell them the
she came out.
inform.
She's even at. Wait, she's asking. She's wondering too. Hello, how are you today? You know that Scientology is a cult? Boom. I love it. It's so awesome. I want to see if we can still see inside of the. So,
Hiya,
Shannon,
girl. Yes, that was very
yeah,
weird.
it was weird. The whole thing with him standing there was weird. I want to know something, Shannon. You probably know the answer to this. If it was at night, you guys would be able to see through this, but you can't. Um, so, where are the classes? Are they upstairs?
Yeah.
That's where they're doing coursework. Let me
Yes.
see if I can get
There's a
some one of them.
tour. Actually, they have a sign that
Oh
says
my
free
God!
tour.
It was open. Look at that. They shut the shades completely. All the shades on the second floor are shut down, and the third floor. They didn't have those shades; those are new. On third and up, those must be new. But the second floor, they very rarely have the shades down. Very rarely.
Yeah, they never do. Yeah.
Oh, there's Elron Liar. You were telling me and Amy. He's a candidate. He's candidate. You're absolutely right, Amy. It's like 100% true. And Amy knows she's been in my chat, and like that's one of the things I'm passionate about right now is I'm delving deeper and deeper into the context of what happens to one's identity if they grow up in or if they become a Scientologist. So either they lack an identity from the very onset of life,
Yeah.
or it gets stripped of them. They strip you of your unique, the unique components of your life. They literally strip you of it. So sick. It really is so sick. And guys, I don't want to get into any politics or anything. You guys know in my chat I don't really talk about this, but that was really sick the other day. What happened with that lady by the restaurant who, like, is still not taking any kind of responsibility for everything she's done. And I don't like talking about other people, but the reason I'm bringing this up is because I was thinking about it, and it is extremely important to recognize that this is an individual that knew that someone else had assaulted other women, sexually assaulted other women. She publicly said in that little interview she had with whoever it was, she publicly said, I've also experienced this. Now, I am never one to talk. Shannon will tell you that all I think of when women are especially for me personally. But I can't speak. I don't know what that experience is, and I know that there's guilt, and I know that there's a lot of other stuff that that people experience as well. But if you're supposedly a healthy individual on any level in society, and you're dealing with your issues, and you say, "I am the survivor of," hello, ma'am. Oh my God, you are really running today.
Run!
Run,
Run, lady, run!
run, Xenu, run. But what's crazy is she admits that, and then she doesn't say anything about the fact that she went ahead and supported this other individual who, I don't care who it is, if you're sitting there supporting someone that you know he was already convicted, it was blatantly true. Everybody knew what the truth was. And she has some expectation that people are going to let her off the hook. Like, what? If you're part of the problem, you are the problem. You are absolutely the problem. And everyone in this world, in today's society, has the responsibility of taking responsibility of whatever their beliefs are, whatever they are, and then integrating themselves in society in a way where you're treating everyone not only equal, but keeping people safe. Scientology they promote an environment where something like what happened with Danny Masterson, they promote that environment. They literally help create an environment
Yes,
where that's the type of stuff that happens.
yes. They, number one, they teach people to be psychopaths, to deny their emotions and their human inclinations. They want them to be non
In the
empathetic.
video. What's that? Take that video off in 5 minutes. He was upset. Yeah, go on. He wasn't upset with Scientology. He was just
Was that
like,
a Columbia student?
no, nope. I was hanging
Okay.
out with the Columbia student because there's
All
one
right.
student that got like
Anyway,
harassed. Yeah.
yeah, so they destroy all of their natural instincts, the love, the bond between parents, the bond between siblings. They destroy bonds between partners and life partners, and they destroy all of the natural love that people have for each other, and they replace it with these very strict, methodical ways of getting what they want, and setting the tone that they want.
It's
So,
so twisted. No,
okay,
but keep expressing that because that's exactly my biggest thing. It's that they do. That is what they do.
they create psychopaths. You guys watch the interviews with Lou Repetto, and you will see the mind of someone who was born, who was conceived in Scientology, and sort of not really raised by two auditors who were his parents. And he was an auditor at 10 years old. And so
Can you
he knows
imagine
that shit inside and out. And
the
he's, and
chances of you having any success in life are so slim when you go through that stuff.
well, but then if you get therapy and you get help after you leave, you have a good chance of living a good life.
Yeah, right. So that's a good point you're making. There is the potential to gain back all those, and we all see the different survivors of Scientology that have platforms, and you'll notice the ones, the fact that they're out there, it's because they're doing what they got to do to gain that identity back, so that they can, let's just even on the most basic level, they can have a channel. I mean, just to be able to promote your ideas, it means that on some level, somehow, some way, they got enough help where they at least have an identity again.
So here's the thing. They can't hear me unless you mute when I talk.
Oh,
So,
perfect. I'm going to
so
do that.
okay, but I'm
We're
not going to talk very much because you're the one auditing. So we'll watch you
No, but it's
audit.
good because, no, okay, I know, but I want you to talk at least about this.
Okay, I'll
About,
talk about
okay,
this.
go. Go.
Okay, so when we saw Lou, Lou talked a lot about things like not knowing who he is, not knowing if he has real human feelings, not knowing if he's ever really fallen in love, not knowing if who, like what direction he's going in, if he's a real person, if he's normal or not. Those are real feelings, and that's honestly how he feels. And so when you take all of that away from a person, they end up being somebody who could possibly be a psychopath without a lot of therapy. And but when you do have therapy, you can live a productive life with fulfilling relationships. I mean, we can think of examples of people who are doing just that right now. And it's not easy. It doesn't mean it's easy, but it is possible. So we can't give up. Like, well, I'm never going to give up on these people. We, um, it's a church. Yeah. Okay. So bottoms up is making the point that the company I am investigating is a Church of Scientology company, and when um yeah, we'll help you no matter what, selfless. And this private company wants to create an exchange that that is very poorly overseen by anybody. There are different reporting requirements. There are different tax filing requirements. There are different requirements for being eligible to be traded on the exchange. And because of all of that, those are exactly the same things that happened with the FTX cryptocurrency failure. It's exactly the same kind of situation. So look into FTX and you will find out what will happen if the Church of Scientology successfully gets this company, Dream Exchange, in operation. And in order to do that, they have to pass a piece of legislation called the Main Street Growth Act, and it is sponsored by Tom Emmer of Minnesota, a representative in Florida, a representative in Louisiana, and a representative in California. So if you live in any state in the United States, please let your people in the House of Representatives know. We're talking about the federal in Congress, right? Let them know you do not support the Main Street Growth Act. It is the Main Street Robbing Act. It's stealing college funds, retirement funds, nest eggs. It's stealing life savings from little people like us. And little people too who are younger, who are trying to buy jobs and are in the beginning of their careers. And FTX kind of failure is exactly what we expect to happen. So if you want details, look at my stream or go to, I have a list. I have a playlist of just 3 videos that will tell you everything you need to know about it. But it's imperative that we let the SEC know we do not want these people licensed as a broker or brokerage, the Dream Exchange. And I have a 12-minute video that tells you how to fill out the form for the SEC. It gives you the address for the SEC that takes you right to the instructions to fill out the form. It's easy peasy, guys.
And I don't want to cut you off, but I want you to continue on this for one thing, because if people don't listen to this enough, You guys really have to check out the info. It's such an important detail. But I want you to talk about like Sakala and some of the other names that can be thrown out.
Yeah. Okay, so cicada, it's cicala rhymes with cicada. It's I was calling him Sakala. That's not how you pronounce his name. It's cicada. Joey Cicala, who is the son of the owner, the founder and CEO of Dream Exchange, is the main executive, the head of the Chicago org. His wife is teaching is on staff at the Chicago org and teaching Scientology to all of the staff and the executive board members of Dream Exchange. There 17 of the 20 executive board members at Dream Exchange are high-level Scientologists. They made a donation of $970,000 in 2022 alone to the Church of Scientology. So where do you think the money, that the cash that flows in from Dream Exchange is going to go? It's going to go to the Cult of Scientology, and hopefully, and what they're hoping is that it'll fill. This is Plan B for if the IRS tax exemption gets taken away. This will help to fund them and keep them above water without a tax exemption. So these are the things that we need to be working on. Please investigate it. Please investigate it. You can start with my videos if you want. They have their own website, which anybody that knows anything about financial matters will know in the first couple of paragraphs that this is a shell company that is taking money from investors, not, and they are not licensed brokerage. They cannot act as brokers legally, but they're trying to get money from investors, and they're succeeding, and the money is going to Scientology. This is a Scientology, as close to a front group as you can get without being one. So this is a cash cow for Scientology.
When you invest, you also not have to pay taxes. So
Say
let's say
that
you
again, I'm
invest.
sorry.
So let's say you invest in the exchange, right?
Yes.
How do the taxes work? Because it's connected to Scientology. Do they have some exemption?
No, there's no tax exemption. No. I mean, the money goes to Scientology, so nobody pays um, taxes on it. The corporation will pay taxes. It's an LLC, so they pay twice. They pay when it comes in, and they pay when it goes out. But so the only benefit they get from the LLC is a lack of personal liability when it all falls apart, which it will, because we know that Joe Cicala, the one that is the CEO at Dream Exchange, is in Clearwater getting some kind of security auditing right now. He's in some kind of trouble with Scientology, and it could be me. Um, and he spends a lot of time in Clearwater doing coursework and the upper courses, right? And we know that all of the money is going to end up in Scientology eventually. So they're laundering money through a church, which is the best way to launder money. If you can get away with it, that's what you do, because they handle a lot of cash. They don't have to be accountable for it. Their reporting is almost nothing for a 501c3 compared to a C corporation, an S corporation, or an LLC. So they get all the cash comes flowing in. They never have to account for it or say where it came from, as long as they have a zero balance at the end of the year. And guess how they do that? They pay that money out in buying property like they're doing now and have been doing for the last 20 years, and by paying salaries. They pay big salaries to the big OSA executives and all of David Miscavige's close colleagues. So that's what that
That's
is.
crazy. Hello.
Hi, Hillary Murphy.
Is that Hillary Murphy? Oh, you're saying today Hillary Murphy.
Yeah.
Hello, how
Well,
are you today?
I can't see her face.
1 second. Hang on.
I'm
I,
not
I,
sure.
I, I've never seen that individual ever before.
No, me neither. But I couldn't
That's
tell
so
if because here's the other thing, guys. We see Dream Exchange staff and executive board members coming in and out of this org all the time, all the time.
I need to become more familiar with the faces.
I didn't even hear what he said. Did you guys hear what he said? So Hillary,
I was just saying in general that I never saw that woman before. That specific lady that walked in, I've never seen her before. I don't know who that was, but go. You keep telling. Go.
okay, I'm almost done. So yeah, they monitor this secure address that RU Jelen very smartly put in. So yeah, the 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 subject is no longer urgent April 23rd, 2024, because that date is gone. So what we're talking about, what's urgent now is any applicate, they have a, they never tell the truth, so you don't know what's true, but they claim to have a form S1 pending, which means they're trying to become a brokerage, which and they don't have any brokers. They have no licensed brokers on staff there, which means they may be going to hire one. But you don't just, wake up one day, as someone that used to work for them recently told me, and decide you're going to become a stock exchange. It doesn't work like that. You need licensed brokers. You need certified public accountants to do the books. Right now, they have a woman named Nicole um, who works for um, Scientology, doing their books in QuickBooks right now. Okay, so it's a shell company and it's bad news. And we want to stop this kind of stuff. This would be the beginning of if it works, it's going to be the beginning of something that could keep them in the game if they lose their IRS, if their exemption. And also, it could change our pre-market system, the way it works. So go ahead. I'm gonna stop talking now.
Okay, so just you're awesome. No, I think it needs more and more. I really implore everybody to check out those videos that Shannon's done already because I had zero clue about any of it, and it's the type of information that I want to know. I am an active a member of, let's call it the community within the context of living, let's just say, in the city of Chicago, in Cook County, in whatever. I'm an active member. I care about what goes on. It matters to me. So knowing this information about the Dream Exchange is extremely significant because if just by taking away the tax exempt status, it creates difficulty, then that means that from the onset, that company was clearly not a eligible or appropriate company to be there. If it was, it would be like any other exchange. Why is it not? Like, what is the difficulty? The difficulty is, and you can look at everything Shannon discussed, it, is their ability to stay connected to Scientology is going to help them if they do succeed. It will be because of this. And if we can help take down Scientology, I think that I think that we can help tremendously. And I just want to say this: Are you Jelen? I happen to notice that was very cool of you in the chat. You took care of business. I appreciate that. Thank you. She did something cool. Are you Jelen? But yeah, I could not agree more with Shannon about the fact that it can really destroy all the states that are involved, and money will be ripped off. They will be ripping off of funds. So this I know about. So, and I'll just tell you what I think that one of the major things that Shannon does. So let's say you have someone, and they're in charge of your portfolio, and they're constantly doing things, and they don't have to get a signature every single time, a wealthy individual wants to invest. They sign off and they say, I forgot the words used, but there's an actual there's verbiage that expresses exactly what it is. But essentially, they have the ability to invest on behalf of you, right? And if this thing opens up, anybody that gets sucked in will be taking away from children's trust funds, college funds, retirement funds. I can't even imagine because the investors themselves will have no idea what's going on. No idea. And they are such a shady, um, like their whole startup is so shady that you can only imagine how horrible it's going to be to these people.
Yeah,
It's just crazy.
they are taught to lie. They're taught to lie, lie, lie. Lie and destroy your enemies. Go to any lengths to destroy your enemies. Lie, cheat, steal. Do you think people for whom those are their principles should be in charge of a stock exchange? Hillary Murphy says, if the new Main Street Growth Act passes, the grift will become larger. If it doesn't, they will still collect money from their investors, say they're going to continue trying for another. They've been operating since 2016. So they will continue for another decade saying they're working on it. And every time it doesn't get passed in Congress, they will continue to go to their investors. And I don't think we've said yet, their whole marketing strategy is this is a minority owned and operated business that will give opportunities to other minority owned and operated businesses that they have never had before in the United States. And that's all a red herring. It's all bullshit.
That's something that I think is extremely significant, and it just shows you these tactics because Shannon has discussed this. And again, you guys can go check out her videos at length, which she actually does it in a pretty concise fashion. But the bottom line is that that is literally, that's like the most unethical thing you could ever do. Use a race card or a cultural, it's just like it's so disrespectful to that entire culture, to that entire race. You are literally spitting in their face if you do that. That is what they're doing. They're spitting in the faces of the minority communities that have worked so hard to get to where they are. Living in Chicago, anybody that's been living in Chicago for a few years, you know just how segregated certain parts of the community are, and
Yeah.
you know just how hard people have worked to get past that. And now they're going to use this card. They're going to make
Yes.
it seem like, oh, this is a good thing. Just
Right.
because of that, it's infuriating. Infuriating.
Yes. Yes. And, you know, they pay, okay, they pay $15,000 a crack to get these online magazines to do positive articles about them where they claim to interview the CEO and they tout this minority forward bullshit marketing scheme that they have going on. Also, as Hillary Murphy says, if insiders could get uh, oh, we have one. A list of investors today. Guess what? I have one. We're talking to four people there. Four people there. Two are no longer there. Two are currently there, and they're in high, very trusted positions with the company. And they will never guess who it is. Never. So guess away, Joe Cicala rhymes with cicada. You'll never know. You'll never guess. And I have a current investors list right now. Hillary, I'm going to send that to you tonight.
I think that's awesome that we have the list.
Yep. Thank you, Dusty Soda Fountain. Thank you for watching with love and support from Clearwater. We appreciate that very much.
We
Hillary
do appreciate it.
Hillary says instead of helping people of color, they're actually predatory, gifting money from the Black community to a racist cult.
This is exactly what I was trying to express. Shannon, you hit it on the head right now. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
I've seen this guy before. That's exactly what's going on. They're using this card. They're using it, and it's It like if you know even a little bit about what's going on, which all you have to do is watch a little video that Shannon put out there, it becomes like like viscerally nauseating. It's nauseating to even think about. Nauseating.
We have to get them from every angle, every lying, crooked, illegal level. And well, we'll talk about it another time. I mean, when you can hear me, we'll talk about it. But I want to say this. You so Israel, um can you please explain who Xenu is for Ouija Hex games? Explain who Xenu is and why they can't listen to it. Remember what Lou said.
Yeah. So essentially, Xenu is this galactic overlord, and basically he's the one that there was overcrowding on that planet. He created, as Will likes to say, popsicle people, and then he froze them, took them to this planet, dropped them in volcanoes, and then exploded them with hydrogen bombs. And now those souls, those Satan souls, as it's referred to, are stuck to you, and you have to do all this work, X, Y, and Z, which is 100% just purely based upon, purely, look at this dog music, purely based upon, there's no question that it's 100% for no other purpose besides literally starting a cult. But he essentially says that, and then once they're in it, it's like if they hear about it, they can explode, things can happen to them, they can be destroyed. There's all this bullshit that comes along with it if something happens.
And also, they can't listen to it because they believe that if they hear it before they're ready,
Yeah,
sorry,
then
there's a
what?
bus going by.
Yeah, exactly. That's
If
what
they
happens. You explode, right? You explode if you hear it.
no, if they hear it before they're ready, if you don't get sick and die from it, you also will never be able to do the bridge in this lifetime.
If only, if only that would work so well. Does Joe Cicada have red eye? Oh, okay. That's awesome. And by the way, Debbie P. Yes, Shannon is awesome. How are you today, sir? How's your day going? They are running.
Yeah.
They literally have these cars that are pulling up. There's something on some. Maybe it's just the courses, but this is like the sixth car that pulled up where someone like waited for a second, and that's by the way the reason why I have my phone towards the street is because at least five cars I've watched pull up. They wait until I'm like not exactly whatever, and then they jet inside.
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
know. I don't know what's going on, but it's
They do that. Israel, ask
yeah.
them where they are on the bridge. Ask all the staff and Sea Org people where they are on the bridge. They do not get to do the bridge, and that's why they never know who Xenu is.
Yes, that's 100%. I need to start asking that question. What do you think, Shannon? What do you think? Do you think that they are aware? What's like our Chicago staff? So thinking of just our Chicago staff, how far up the bridge do you think these people are?
They never do the bridge. They never get on the bridge. They're not. They don't know who Xenu is.
That is such insanity. Just knowing that all you have to do is type in the word Xenu in on the internet, and you'll get every little last
Yeah.
potentially necessary piece of information immediately.
Yes. See, they won't do that because they want desperately more than anything to go up the bridge to total freedom. And they're told when they join that they will be able to do that, but they can't. They never get there.
Easy Hacks games, yes, it is very hard to escape once you're in. And part of it is because your identity is completely stripped. It's not us and them anymore. It's just you're in this group where you guys are all one. Hello, how are you today? That's another one just came right in. Dumpsters. You know what that is? Did you see his face, Shannon?
I didn't see.
I'll
Just
cut
ask
on
them
the way
all, where
out.
are you on the bridge? Hey, how
I
far are you
will.
off the bridge to total freedom?
So crazy. They're being kind of slick today, getting by me. They're literally like our car. There was one lady on the phone. She's still on the phone. She's sitting there. During the day, you can't see through the glass. Like if it was nighttime, you'd be able to see. She's sitting by that sign that says, "Are you curious?" And she's speaking to people. They're calling from these cars. It's all like the same car service. They all have the same exact like plates that are like kind of like dealer type plates or taxi. I don't know. There's some real trafficking going on here.
Yeah.
I really, really, really think it's phenomenal that this is all out in the open. And what I really hope for is that they really lose the tax exempt status. I believe that will crush them. I
Yeah.
really do. I believe it will be impossible for them to exist. Which, by the way, is one of the biggest proofs that they're not a religion. Because there's not any other religion in the world where you need money to be a religion. The
Right.
existence. You don't have to believe in God. That's fine. You know me. I'm like totally open to anything. I am a religious person. I don't want anybody to think exactly the way I think. I have no idea. These are my beliefs, whatever it is. But I can tell you this: where I come from, if all of a sudden there were no more funds for whatever reason, it would still exist. It would, and I'm sure the same goes for the church. When I say the church, I mean Catholic, Christianity, whatever it is, and for sure Islam as well. It's not necessary to have money to be a part of a religion. It's the biggest proof. On some level, I think it's one of the biggest proofs that they are not a religion. This guy's on his phone. I
It's
wonder
an
if he.
MLM. They get commissions for people they bring in, and that's the only money they make. The Regis make money by bringing people in to the cult, and they make commissions. Also, you guys, if anybody's watching and they're under the radar, we just helped someone get out finally. She had left and gone back and left and gone back, and she's out, and we can help you. People can help you, and we will help you.
This guy right here, he's he bolted from the door just now. Here, let me see if I can zoom in. He's not that far from me, but every time I take a step, he takes a step. Now he's just walking away. The guy in the green, he walked in one door and out the other. Such, they're just silly. It's literally like you're acting like silly, seriously silly. It's like it's just silly. What is wrong with how like? Oh, it infuriates me so much. And it infuriates me, guys, on such a level because. So let's say there's an organization like a Dream Exchange, and they cheat and they steal and they rob and they do unethical stuff. That's a problem in and of itself. But when you think about the fact that that money is going to go towards the abuse of women, children, elders, all of the groups that cannot defend themselves without the assistance of the societal norms, they're going to be affected. And this company will help them do all of those things. So it is directly connected. Any money that goes through the Dream Exchange, any money that's created, will go towards all of these crimes against humanity.
Yes, yes,
Every penny of it.
yes.
Every penny of
Just
it.
by being in it, you are supporting these illegal, not just immoral, these illegal activities.
Yep. What does it say down there? When I first heard of Scientology, it got taken away.
He thought it was a belief in science, not some alien BS. Yeah, so
Oh my God.
these people, a lot of people think that. That's true. A lot of people say that when they come by the neighborhood. They're like, Scientology must be science, right? And they're like, no. So listen to this, you guys. Um the Scientology, the people that are coming in and out of this org are staff members and Sea Org members that know nothing about Xenu, the galactic overlord. And
Hey, can
they,
I just ask you a quick question? Where are you? Where are you on the bridge to total freedom? And we get a walk. Keep going, Shannon. What Shannon's saying is super important.
Um, they don't know anything about Xenu, the galactic overlord that caused the reactive mind ultimately. The reason you need Scientology is because you have a reactive mind that's out of control and it's ruining your life. And so they teach you how to get rid of it. And what you find out when you go up the bridge is that the reactive mind is caused by this history that this galactic overlord murdered all these people and sent their souls here to attach to us. and and what you're really auditing is those souls to get them off of you, okay, to free them finally. And all of that stuff is not something these people we see coming and going know anything about. And they are told over and over again that we make it up, we're crazy, we're lying. And then when they get to OT3, to operating Thetan level 3, they find out it's the truth.
That's absolutely true. And I just want to point out, Amy is dead on. This is made, it's totally a made off situation. And
Yes,
it's crazy that it could go through.
yes. Not if we all talk to our senators and our representatives and write complaints to the SEC. If all of us did that, just my 4,000 viewers did it, we would get a positive response. If a quarter of Americans did it, we would get a great response.
I will tell you that as soon as I understood that I didn't even write to the correct person, because I went in a different, what's the, same county, but a different district or whatever,
Right.
Shannon posted it and I redid it. And I sent it in to, what's his name? Who's the guy that's in District One. I forget his name, but it was a point is it was a different piece of paper. So look carefully at what Shannon put out there, and it's such a short period of time that you will be taking away from yourself, and it will you will be creating unbelievable happiness for people that otherwise will be destroyed. I like that too, Amy. It is a Madoff type situation. I'm familiar with that story. And yeah, it's so sad that if it goes through, the same thing will eventually happen. It might take years, but eventually they will bust them on this stuff. And I do believe in being active. If you're part of a community, you need to be active. Somebody once said to a friend of mine, who, everybody knows how, most people know at least how voting works. So there's the electoral votes and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Somebody once said something to me and it stuck with me. And I was so wrong for this, but as a young adult, I thought to myself, well, voting doesn't really matter because Chicago as a city, wherever, the electoral votes, it's going to go Democratic. So if I'm a Democrat, well, I know it's going to go that way anyway. If I'm Republican, well, I'm not going to be able to fight it. But no, you have to do it. It's so important to take that action. So important.
Well, that's good, Amy, that you found that victims that got compensation, but nobody's getting compensation from FTX. And that is a more comparable situation. Juanita, I'm so glad to hear that you're talking to Durbin. And Dick Durbin, Dick
Dick
Durbin is
Durbin.
on the
Dick Durbin.
record.
That's the name. That really quick. That's what the name I was looking for. That you had told me. Dick
Yeah,
Durbin. But keep going. Keep going.
he's on the record for being in favor of taking away Scientology's IRS exemption.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's been in that position for so many years. Dick Durbin's
Yeah.
he's been in what how many years are we talking about? Dick
As
Durbin,
long as
years.
I've been voting, so a long
Yeah.
time.
It's like I know I was about to say it's at least 20 years for me, and that would start in like early two late early 2000s. Let me go to. Hello, sir. Hi. What? No, I'm talking to someone else. I'm sorry. All right, all right, sir. Where are you on the bridge to total freedom? He stopped for a second. Hi, where are you on the bridge, man? Can you tell me? Clearly not. I'm telling you, they get these homeless people to come out here, and it's so. I just feel bad. This one guy's walking back and forth, cussing me out. And
Who
I'm
was
telling you,
it?
they do.
Who
This
did
guy right
that?
here. This guy right here. He's one of like three people that I guarantee they're paying him to
Yeah.
walk back and forth.
No, they do
Guaranteed.
that. They do that here. Did they do that where you guys are from?
Yeah, I want to know that too.
If they're you guys, do you see them doing that in other places? I mean, I know someone attacked DOA the other day.
Again, it's so crazy.
They pay the homeless people that live a block away is people that live under the L tracks.
Yep. And that I guarantee you, I know for a fact. There's at
Yes.
least 3 to 5 people that I personally, and I'm not here every day, I personally know that I show up and they walk back and forth in the front of Scientology. Now, you might say, well, maybe they're just on the street. Why would they be walking back and
They
forth by
don't. No.
Scientology? It's not like it's a liquor store or, no, they're literally walking the distance of the building back and forth. That's it.
Yeah.
And
They
a couple of times they came into the alley.
really?
Yep. There's actually a great video early on that Trashy has of not only being followed, but like he was being followed by the same homeless guy that's like always around, always, and he'll say anything. Like I don't think he's actually anti-Semitic, but every time this one guy, he says the same words to me every single time. He says, "Shalom, effer," every single time. That's what he
Oh my
says.
God.
I don't even take it seriously because I know the guy doesn't even know what's going on. They just gave him
Right.
some money and told him that,
That's disgusting though.
yeah, it is disgusting.
I
Yeah,
have
see,
to
he's
go
coming
get
back
my
now.
my
Go ahead.
battery. I have to go get my battery. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, guys, this is in Chicago. We Green. Yes, it is in Chicago. Amy, that's interesting. They have plans in LA. That is super interesting. Wow. But yes, they do have it in Chicago. I went to Florida and they are all over the place. Yeah, it's Chicago is like very intense this area because unfortunately it's very sad that the way that it's I'm not going to even get into all the politics that people believe that create all this devastation, but literally what Shannon said is exactly what occurs. There's about 7 stops on the red line that are below ground, and there are homeless people that stay there to stay warm, to have some form of shelter, one way or another. And they literally come after me. I'm not going to make it seem like anybody ever tried to attack me, but they definitely try on their own weird ways to intimidate. It's so bizarre, to be honest. Yes, what happened to Confident Chris is 100%. When that happened to him, man, I wish I was there. Oof. But that's why I tell everybody. That's why I tell Shannon she can't go. You don't be going. I don't like when Juanita's by herself there. I want to be there when Juanita's there. I'm gonna find out, Juanita. We'll be in touch. And if you're gonna be there by yourself, I am gonna come out. I don't need to stream, but it'll be a nice walk. Now that the weather's nicer, walking out here, even on shot, is okay if I'm helping in any way, shape, or form. For safety. Hi, ma'am. How are you? She smiled at me coming out, but then immediately left the other. It's just crazy. It happens in Sacramento, you're saying. Um, Interesting. San Francisco. Others, yeah, I guess it's their MO. It's one of the ways they operate. We get a lot of yes. The Latino community is 100%. Another gentleman just came up to me while I turned around and walked the other way. That's one of the like at least 6 or 7 people. Um, but yes, it's what you say, it is dangerous because of like what happened to confidence. I agree. I absolutely agree. I'm assuming Ricky X Games. I'm assuming that on Shannon. Shannon has some awesome shorts. She does. I have only a couple shorts. I'm going to start breaking down my streams, and then I'll have some more. But I don't really have that many. I should. But are you telling? How bad is it in Sacramento and San Francisco? Is it really bad out there? I guess it's all of California. Do they have an org in every major city in California? That's something I've been meaning to ask. If it's every major city, because it's interesting how they're not as powerful in New York. It's almost like they don't feel like people are going to stop and give the attention to actually go through with it. They're just not. They're just much more well known in California, uh, Texas, Chicago, and obviously there are other places. I heard that Philly is very much on the radar. Here, let's see.
I'm
They have a
gonna.
lot. You can't answer. They have. Hi, how are you today, sir? Good. Oh, we got a hello. Where are you on the bridge to total freedom? You don't know? This is your building if you're looking for it. Yes. You want me to come in with you? He wants me to come in. He wants me to come in. I don't want to get arrested.
Yeah, don't do it.
I know. They need to get. This is so sad, guys. This breaks my heart. This guy's got to be in like his 80s. It breaks my heart. Oh my god. Thank you for opening the door for him. There you go. He wants me to come in. The other guy just grabbed him in, just snagged him. Oh my god, the way that they behave. The way that they behave. Yeah, are you telling? It's hilarious, but I'll tell you, when it comes to elderly people like this, there's 2 or 3 elderly people that are here like a few times a week, and it's so sad. I tried to help this lady cross the street one of the first times that I was here, and Shannon actually saved me. Like they were real, they accused me of attempting to assault this lady because she couldn't get up the curb. She couldn't get up the curb. And Shannon's like, no, Israel, I know you want to help her, but I promise you, you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get in trouble. It's just so crazy. I do think that the cops in Chicago are a little bit sick of, like, I think they're just like, oh, whatever at this point. Because somehow in LA, they keep coming out, no matter how many
Yeah,
times.
yeah. You know, Israel, that lady walked right into traffic.
You are remembering exactly the story
Yeah,
that I'm talking about.
yep. She
Walked
walked
into
right
traffic,
into traffic. Yep. And none of them, they were all standing out there watching her, and nobody
watching.
went to help her.
Oh, they're opening it. Hi, how are you? Can you tell me where you are on the bridge to total freedom? I'm really curious. It says welcome. Oh, they got their music tech going. Wonderful. She's singing along. She was singing along with her. They really think I'm gonna walk away because they turned on the music. Are you joking? Like, how old are you? They think I'm trying to get a good angle. I'll see inside there. Open up this. Oh yeah, on the road to freedom and sing along. Oh my god. It's so crazy. They have that stupid video playing of the kids. Oh, it makes me so sick. Yeah, they're all coming downstairs. The class must be something must have just ended because that's like not like 8 or 9 people just came downstairs. The shades are still down even up there, but they opened the door. But you know why I think they opened the doors? For one reason, I think that it was embarrassing that I have on film. That elderly gentleman couldn't even get in the door, and then they opened the door and they almost knocked him over. Hello.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, I just want to say, Weasel Hacks Games, that's why we film. That's exactly why we film. We're not trying to save them from this cult. We want new people to stay out, but we're not trying to save the people that are in there. I could care less about them. I just want to show people how culty they are, how bizarre they behave.
I could not agree more. And that's why I tell, there was a lady, you could tell the story, Shannon, but there was a lady recently when we were out, and she came out and she was just like, she was being really nasty about it, and Shannon was just being Shannon in an appropriate way. As I always say, appropriate frustration, appropriate anger, appropriate noise. And it was like she couldn't even fathom why Shannon would be doing this. And if you can't fathom why? So, then you don't have to worry anymore about saving them. You have to worry about shutting them down. They'll get the help they need if this place shuts down. They'll be forced into society.
Yeah.
That our job is not to save the people that are in. If we can, great, great. But if not, that's not the goal. The goal is to be out here so everyone in the neighborhood knows. Everyone is aware. Everybody that walks by smiles and knows exactly what's going on. They know exactly why I'm filming, and they would not know otherwise. Nobody would have known as much as people do if it wasn't for Shannon, Trashy, Corn, all the people that were here for the opening. I truly believe that that was such a significant day because it was the start of recognizing people who didn't know better recognize the abuse that they create. They literally create situations of abuse. They were beating up a gentleman because he was trying to go to the Dunkin' Donuts right there. Beating him up. I mean, I watched it with my own eyes. This is not just a story I was told. I was watching it in real time in a police station, arguing with them, trying to get into to the thing. But literally watching it with my own eyes, it's infuriating. That's what I mean when I say it's infuriating. This stuff is so. This is the loudest I think they've ever made music before. But yeah, I think that they know Shannon. They looked up and they know that you're there too. Because I'm telling you, they're not as scared of me. I love it. They were doing it so cool. But I
Hey,
think,
Israel,
oh, yeah,
could you mute for a second?
you got it.
Okay, I know that you can still hear me. I just want you to know that it's like almost impossible to hear you with all that noise in the background. And it's very disconcerting to listen to all that. But I have to go because my therapist is a roller derby. She's in a roller derby tournament and she's getting ready to play. So I have to go. She starts at 6 o'clock. So I have to go. And I just want to thank you for doing this with me tonight.
I had the best time. I love it, Shannon. Listen, we'll be in touch about tomorrow so that I just know at least the times.
Yes. Yeah, call me tonight when you're done. Don't stay too late, okay? Okay. Now, I'm going to leave this I think if I leave you can still do it, but I'm not sure. I think so.
If not, guys, I'll go live on my own channel. So either stick around because I'm going to stay for a little bit longer. Thank you so much, Shannon. And worst case scenario, guys, I'm going to start on my own channel. So one or the other will be there.
Yes, he's going to continue, guys. I'm just going to watch roller derby. So sorry about that. Yeah, my therapist is a roller derby girl. She's awesome.